White flag raised. And dead off. And the grade 1 Ladbrokes Novice Chase, a field of 4. 13 fences to jump, its final demand. Kate Doughty, followed by Western Fold and the race outsider Jimmy the Soy. Heading out of the back straight, its final demand, just leading stable companion Kate Doughty, building up a 3 advantage over Western Fold and Jimmy the Soy. Fence number 2 will be the first of 3 ditches, its final demand, with a narrow advantage over Kate Doughty as they link up with the second fence. Jimmy the Soy just jumped into the third and placed in front of Western Fold, that one back from a mini break. Turning to fence number 3 before the straight, its final demand on Paul Townend, shifting on by a couple of lengths to Kate Doughty and Mark Walsh. Jimmy the Soy, Patrick Mullins in third. Fourth of the 4, Western Fold and Jack Kennedy. Turning into the straight to fence number 4. In front of his final demand by a length and a half to Kate Doughty. Third is Jimmy the Soy with the back marker Western Fold. Straightening for fence number 4, the fence that will be the final fence next time, the Ladbrokes Novice Chase. Bowling along in the lead is final demand. The short odds favourite from Kate Doughty, Jimmy the Soy and Western Fold over carefully last of the quartet. Up the run-in they come, and its final demand tracked in the centre by Kate Doughty and Western Fold. Coming stand side is Jimmy the Soy. As they come past the judge with a circuit to go and 9 more fences left to jump, its final demand upholding an advantage of a length and a half over Kate Doughty, Jimmy the Soy and Western Fold, the final couple. Little or no changes as they approach the 1 fence past the stands. This is the 5th. Its final demand. Into it from Kate Doughty. Final demand. Just backed off a little. Now an extended run before they reach the 6th, which is past the halfway stage. The first of the fences in the back straight. As they go around this omitted one. Its final demand, Kate Doughty, Jimmy the Soy and Western Fold. As they head for the halfway stage in the Ladbrokes Novice Chase, another 8 fences to jump. Its final demand, and Paul Townend turning a bit with the length in front of Kate Doughty and Mark Walsh. 2.5 lengths back to Western Fold and Jack Kennedy, who've just regained third from Jimmy the Soy and Patrick Mullins. So they come past the halfway stage and on to the first of the fences in the back straight. 8 left to jump. Final demand. Over that from Kate Doughty. 3 lengths back to Jimmy the Soy, who's wrestled back third from Western Fold. 9 furlongs to go. 7 more fences to jump. And its final demand in front from the start. Tracked all the while by Kate Doughty, Jimmy the Soy and Western Fold. Over the next on the far side, final demand from Kate Doughty, who's almost back up on terms. 3 lengths back to Jimmy the Soy and Western Fold. Approaching the next ditch, which is sighted 7 furlongs from the finish. And its final demand, and Kate Doughty less than a length between them. Now a sizable 4 to 5 lengths back to Jimmy the Soy and Western Fold. The fence at the end of a circuit, final demand, put down there. Kate Doughty, the inside, emerged with the advantage. As they've 1 more fence left to jump in the back straight, this will be 4 from the finish. Kate Doughty and final demand, not much between them as they rise. Opening up a clear advantage over the other pair, Western Fold and Jimmy the Soy. Matched towards the last ditch are Kate Doughty and final demand. The stable companions further away now from Western Fold, who relegates Jimmy the Soy to be the back marker as they reach the last ditch, 3 from the finish. Kate Doughty over first from final demand. 8 to 10 lengths back to Western Fold and Jimmy the Soy. Turning towards the second last, the Ladbrokes Novice Chase. And it is Final Demand on the outside of K. Doty. Nothing between them as they rise. K. Doty jumped it better than Final Demand, who was quite sticky at it, and K. Doty asserts, running round the home turn. And it's K. Doty building up a 2.5 lead over Final Demand, pushed and shoved along in second. Well back in third is Western Fold, and then Jimmy DeSoy straightening for the final fence in the Grade 1 Ladbrokes Novice Chase, and it's K. Doty and Mark Walsh making the best of their way home. From Final Demand and Paul Townend, and Western Fold is sticking at it for Jack Kennedy in third, the final fence over which the leader is K. Doty. From Final Demand, losing Jimmy DeSoy at the final fence is K. Doty. Western Fold is making a fist of it over on the far side, and then Final Demand, but it is K. Doty taking the other three down in the Ladbrokes Novice Chase. K. Doty steps up again for Mark Walsh, Willie Mullins, and JP McManus. Second is Western Fold, and Final Demand is last of three to get round. Patrick Mullins and Jimmy DeSoy are both fine.
Willie Mullins has won the first Grade 1 of the Dublin Racing Festival, but not with the horse that we and probably he expected. Final Demand beaten instead. K. Doty in the winner's enclosure. Congratulations. What are your thoughts on K. Doty? You obviously felt that he was improving.
Yeah, he's always a horse that showed me a lot at home. I think just putting cheek pieces on today has made a huge difference. It's bringing out the sort of ability that he shows me at home. So he's a horse that's always been disappointing to me on the racetrack. But I think cheek piece just made a big difference to him.
And what did Mark say when he came in?
He agreed. Yeah, but I mean, he said the same. He only made one little mistake. That was the third last. And what he said, otherwise he was foot perfect.
And has that earned him a tilt at the Brown Advisory?
I would imagine, yeah. Yeah, I would imagine, yeah.
And how about Final Demand? What did you make of that?
I was just disappointed the way he jumped the second and third fence, and when you're like, and especially then coming down the back the second time, he missed, was it the fifth last? I'm not sure which it was, but you know, when a horse does that in a race like that, he's got to improve quickly, and he didn't, and he went down and did the same for the next. And to me, that was not good enough. And Paul said he twisted a little bit in the air. I couldn't see that, and I didn't watch the head on. I like watching them sideways. I couldn't see that, but there might be some little niggle there that we are not seeing. But we might see it tomorrow morning.
You wouldn't be inclined to think it might be ground related?
Oh no. However, when you look at Christmas, he was a little underwhelming at Christmas. Maybe it is.
Yeah.
Maybe it is.
Yeah. I was just wondering. So it's a case of getting back and see what...
Getting back, but I just think he didn't show that enthusiasm that he normally does, you know.
Watch live racing now on racingtv.com.